My Gavanen Malanin, and well met indeed. My name is FrozenStag, and welcome to the first episode of this brand new series for Crusader Kings 2 Game of Thrones, House Targaryen. As some of you may recall, the Targaryen Dynasty was a series I started a while back. This is not in any way a sequel to that series exactly, but it's a sequel to another series, and we'll talk about that in a second. But the Targaryen Dynasty is a series 2. This is just basically the same sort of Targaryen Dynasty sort of way we played in the last sort of series, but this is just another reiteration of it, and it's a new story with as some of you may of course are probably familiar with, but those coming to the channel completely new, this is a continuation of our Jon Snow series that we did a while back. Well, I say a while back, a couple of weeks ago. You would have saw the last episode where I went through the epilogue, went through a few other things. So if you haven't watched that, I'd recommend watching at least the last episode just to get caught up with this series. Some of you Lord of the Rings fans will know, of course, what My Gavanen actually means. But for those who are, of course, watching for Game of Thrones, you have no idea what I just said. So, My Gavanen means hello and well met, my friends, is what Glorfindel says to Aragorn in the Fellowship of the Ring book. I can't exactly remember which chapter, but he says it in the books. I can't remember if it's in, I don't know if it's iterated in the films or not. I can't actually remember. I need to rewatch the films at some point, but yeah, that's what it means, and it's more of a greeting, obviously, for Lord of the Rings stuff. But again, yeah, I feel it still works for me. It's just I've taken on that as my greeting now. I've taken on Galu's legacy and carried it on with my own videos, which I've so far had no issues with from anyone else. So that's what I have decided to do. So this will be a new Targaryen Dynasty series where we play as the Targaryen Dynasty and see how long we go on for, really. Bit similar to what we did in the other Targaryen Dynasty, although I feel as if I kind of want to go on a bit longer with this one and really go deep in the lore and create a story like we did with the last series. What you can see in front of you is the thumbnail for this. So obviously this is the thumbnail. So a while ago I did a poll, so this is the thumbnail, the blurry Targaryen Dynasty icon, there's nothing I can do about that, this is just the icon from the War of Conquest submod, but in the actual thumbnail, on YouTube, it looks fine, so there's no real issue with it at all. It's got Series 2, Targaryen Dynasty. I like this artwork, I'm not sure what the artwork's from, I don't know if it's exactly from Game of Thrones, but I don't know, there's just two dragons, there's a nice big castle, sort of citadel, mountain fortress in the background. It just looks like a really cool image. I like the sun coming out from the mountain, it just looks really cool. And I just thought it worked so well for a thumbnail for the Targaryen Dynasty. So a while back, you may recall, I did a vote. Let me go back for the archives. Oh, there's better. Here we go. So about 2 months ago, I did an actual vote for Jon Snow, and I said I'd probably do a Targaryen Dynasty after that. I did say I might do Davin Lannister and Harris Harlaw. I'm not. This is going to be. I didn't know how long this Targaryen series will go on for, but I imagine quite some time. So by that point, I may as well probably do another poll. Because that's just going to be so out of date by now. We also did a vote then, deciding what sort of house you want. Originally I was going to call the house Targaryen, but we're going to go with the Targaryen Dynasty because that's just, I prefer that. Something I also did as well, because if you may recall from the last, from episode 12 of the Jon Snow campaign, we had a bit of a choice of who to actually play as. So we could have chosen, obviously, play as Jon, carry on the story with Jon, or we could play with Aegon. So I put up for a vote. Also, we hit 1,700 subscribers, which has already gone up higher than that now, since 714, I think it is now. So it's already gone up higher than that. But just to say thank you, I did a little vote just to say, just to give you guys the option, Aegon or Jon. And as you can see, Jon won the vote. I was very surprised there was 95 votes for this, and the last couple of votes I do for the community tab was like 33, that wasn't many, but that's the time of day. 87 was quite high, that was quite a high one. 69 for that, so I thought, I doubt they're going to get probably like 60 something. But he's gone up to 95, which is a very big surprise. Some I am also doing then as well for the benefit of other people. I'm also in the vote. By the time you're watching this, it's likely that this vote is already done and the faction has been chosen for this new series. But I'm no longer doing the poll videos. I'm not going to do in straw poll because straw poll gets barely the amount of votes as anything does on YouTube. So I'm just to stick with the community tab. And there's a new series coming for that, so stay tuned for that for those Rome 1 fans. But anyway, for those Game of Thrones fans, then Jon Targaryen has of course won the vote. It was a decent vote really, because a lot of people, quite a fair few people, would have liked to see Aegon as well. But of course, overall they all won out to Jon eventually. But it's interesting to see how many people were actually quite open to seeing Aegon. And I did contemplate myself maybe actually playing Aegon in the Targaryen Dynasty instead. But Jon has won, and that settles it. So there you go. There's a little couple for those unfamiliar with the channel, my channel, and I imagine this will probably get quite a fair few views because this is the first episode of the series, and Game of Thrones Seeker 2 content is very popular. So for those unfamiliar with the channel, I do a lot of different gaming content, such as Total War, quite a lot of, and also Crusader Kings 2. Some of the ongoing campaigns got at the moment, other than the this is recorded on the 15th of April, so there probably will be a delay in some videos not being here. But stuff I've got on the go at the moment, I've got a Dwarfs of Erebor campaign, a Great Britain campaign for Empire Total War, Athelmore, which is End Wife, but in a different story, and obviously the Jon Snow series, which is probably would no longer be here anymore. This series will be found here. And of course the Wessex Dynasty for CK2. There's also a Rome 1 coming eventually soon, depending on which wins out of this current poll, which could, at the moment, seems to be Star Wars Total War, which would be interesting. I'm hoping to play in that. Definitely. But yeah, we have done other stuff on the channel, even though I've done loads of things. There's not loads and loads of stuff. There's lots of stuff I've done in the past, such as the House of Dragon series, Valyrian Dynasty, he got a little House of Aegon Conqueror thing, Targaryen Dynasty, Mud Dynasty. I've done loads of stuff. Loads of Total War content, as you can see, going back years now. So I've been around for a while. I've also done a few other random videos like Transformers, Battle of Earth, Lego, Skyrim, that sort of stuff. Whether or not that will return to the channel, I have no idea, but we shall see. But so that gives you a bit of a rundown. But this series will be focused on the Targaryens, which is always one of my favourite houses, just because I like their story and I think they're very interesting. So again, with the upload schedule, because you can't find the upload schedule on my YouTube channel, it's on my Discord because there's the limit, or there's too much of a text limit, unfortunately, on YouTube. But for those wondering about the upload schedule, this is the upload schedule here. This is when you'll get this series. So Mondays and Saturdays on week 1 is when this series will go up. And basically my upload schedule is a case of Monday to Saturday. Sundays is like the occasional, I just leave it open for other stuff, maybe live streams eventually. And just maybe the odd other random video, like an announcement for a hot seat, which I always tend to do as a video form. So essentially, my upload schedule follows a week 1, week 2 pattern. For those that are familiar with UK schools, I'm sure unless it's been changed, I'm sure this is still the exact same in most schools when I used to go there. But yeah, it was week 1, week 2, and your lessons would be different. However, in this situation, I've gone ahead and made it so the upload schedule that I do is completely different. So, as you can see, Mondays and Saturdays is obviously when this series goes up. Tuesdays and Thursdays is when the Great Britain campaign go up. And Wednesdays and Fridays is Erebor. And then week 2, you get the Monday and Saturday with the Rome 1 thing. Tuesday and Thursday will be Athelmore. And then Wednesdays will be the Wessex Dynasty. So it sort of goes, so you have a bit of a week 1, week 2 thing. You go back and forth. So this week you'll be getting 2 episodes of Targaryen Dynasty, one on Monday, and then obviously the next one, which will be on Saturday. And then repeat eventually. So yeah, hopefully that's a bit of an understanding to most people that are unfamiliar. But for those who have never seen my channel before, hopefully it gives you a bit of a sort of an gist of what's going on. So now I don't need to really go into a lot of real detail, but I imagine there will be some people that are coming from the Jon Snow series that have no idea what's going on and just want to skip to this. So I would recommend people watch the Jon Snow campaign. It would probably provide a lot of context, which I feel you would need for this series. But for those that haven't, well, I mean, just watch the last episode 12. I'm not going to sit through and go through everything that happened. But essentially, the main bit, House Targaryen, Jon Targaryen, is on the Iron Throne. Daenerys Targaryen is dead. She was the wife of Victarion at one point, but she ended up dying, unfortunately, of poor health. Very anticlimactic. The 3 dragons live on. Aegon Targaryen is still alive, and we can talk about him in a minute. The Tullys have retaken the Trident and now being ruled by Hoster Tully's grandson and Edmure's son, Tywin, which is a bit ironic naming convention there. The Iron Islands is ruled by Euron's son. The Westerlands is currently ruled by the Lord Paramount of the Westerlands, who is a grandson of Lord Garwin and the nephew of the Knight of Seashells. The Arryns rule over the Vale, being ruled now by Harold's son. Robert Arryn is alive, he's just not around. Rickon is now Warden of the North. Bran's, I think, alive, but I think he's must have died by now. But he may turn up, who knows. Sansa ended up getting killed by Peter Baelish, and Arya lives on. And we'll talk about her in a second. Moving down to the Reach, the Tyrells still hold control over the throne, and as you may over the Reach, and as you may have just noticed, we are of course married to Margaery. which is, of course, brings us quite closely with the Tyrells, who still haven't reformed the alliance with us. But anyway, Willis' son rules over the Reach, married to Arya. The Martells still rule Dawn, being ruled by now Arion's daughter. And Aegon's rules over the Stormlands, which was previously ruled by the Wensingtons, which is a Catholic branch of House Baratheon. With the Baratheons, unfortunately, they're all dead. So for those big Baratheon supporters, I have bad news for you. Edric's dead, burnt alive by Stannis, unfortunately. Shireen died frothing in the mouth, and Stannis died at the wall. So it's not been a very good time for the Baratheons, unfortunately. But the Wensingtons continue to carry on the line. Also, Davos is dead. His son now rules over the Rainwood. So Orien Water's son now rules over the Stepstones. For some reason, he was booted out, I think. So that's that. Daenerys lost the War of Yunkai, so they've taken over all that. And basically, that's it. I think the Basilisks, there was a king over there, but he died ages ago. And that's basically it. The Night's Watch, so the White Walkers are dead. They're out of the game. The only real big threat we'll have at some point will be the Sunset Invasion. So that will come up at some point. So we need to prepare ourselves for that. The Wildlings, since the whole War of the Dawn, have all just been split up into random factions. Rory Redbeard is like the only lord who actually who didn't lose his lands. The Night's Watch now control Hardhome for some reason, and they're currently led by Lord Commander Mors Westford. He is now there's not many Night's Watchmen left. It's just him, Joffar Slint, Eddard Umber, Joffar's being the son of Janos, Eddard, whose son now rules over. I think he actually left. I think he generally just... I think he must have just he must have got kicked out, or maybe just volunteered to go to the wall. Not quite sure what happened there. Daemon Jourdain, who's just one of the Jourdains. I don't actually know. Do the Jourdains hold land? They do, yeah, it's a distant cousin. But yeah. Some other things to talk about then. Just going through the lords. The Umbers obviously rule over that. The Wolves rule over the North clans. The Mormont's still alive, led by Jor II. The Umbers live on. The Glovers, live on. The Boltons, unfortunately, still live. Roose had a son before he died, and unfortunately, Benton lives on. But the Boltons now, I think there's still a bit of a feud, but I think Rickon's not going to punish him for the crimes of his father and brother. Ramsay's dead. Roose, I think. We tried to have him sent to the wall, but I think he's escaped or something. The Karstark's still alive, although much of them got killed off by the White Walkers. The Stains rule over the Skagos. The Manly still hold might be led by Willis' son. The Hormons live on, being led by Lord Lawrence the Bastard. The Flints are still ruling over there. The Tall Hearts control that. The Lake, sorry. The Risewell's still around. Torrhen Square, Tall Hearts, although, yeah, they're still around. The Castle's about to be taken over by the Warfields, unfortunately. The Aemon Manta Raider's son rules over Castle Kerwin, which I should have renamed to Castle Raider, really, shouldn't I? But, oh well. And that's basically it. And the Reeds are still alive as well. But other than that, I'll go over the Kingsguard quickly, because that's always a thing that everyone's quite interested about. So currently our Kingsguard is pretty good. We got Loras Tyrell as our Lord Commander. We got Roland Blackwood, who's one of the sons of one of the Blackwoods that did rule the Dreadfort before, but then the Boltons took it back, unfortunately. Elwood Westbrook, one of the Westbrooks. Lord Sir Harston of the Crossing, who is a frayed bastard, but he's like of a different dynasty, and he's pretty decent, so we haven't judged him for being a descendant of a Frey. The Kettle Blacks still rule over, but I think he's not bad. He's not exactly a very nice Kingsguard, but he's a decent fighter, so we'll let him live on. The Kettle Blacks, I think, are about to be wiped out unless she marries naturally. Oh no, she won't, she's a bastard. Eric Umber, one of the sons of Mord Crowford, he's in charge of the king. Is in the Kingsguard. And Doran Mormont, who is the son of Jorah, who is unfortunately dead by now. Jorah died of old age. But Doran Mormont is now the one of our Kingsguard members, which is pretty good. He's also got a snow bear, which Jorah managed to pick up somewhere. Not sure where, but there you go. So we continue now with a civil war. As I did point out a bit in our epilogue video, we're in a civil war. Aegon Targaryen has taken back the Stormlands. He's, with the support of the Golden Company and now his new allies, he's taken the Stormlands. He's kicked out the Wensingtons, who was granted it by Jon, and basically and he's taken over. Quickly going over what happened to Tom and Joffrey and whatnot. Joffrey obviously was assassinated. Tommen was actually burnt alive by Stannis as a last-ditch effort to get King's Blood. He died off. Marcella was on the throne, but she was deposed, and then eventually died of bloody flux, and her line hasn't continued, which is good for us. She was married to the Hayes, but they had no sons or daughters, so that line has died out. Because people will ask. Cersei is dead, murdered in mysterious circumstances. I'm thinking either... I think it might have been possibly the... It wasn't that long after the game started, so I feel like it might have possibly been the Shadow Demon, potentially. Tyrion got executed by Daenerys, unfortunately, and Jaime just got sent to the wall and died of the Great Plague. Other than that, though, the Bowen took over the Lord Commandership. He died. He then died of the Great Plague. He died of that. He died of that. And now you have Mors Westford. So there you go. There's my little rundown for you. So going over the scenario, there's a little bit to unpack, so we'll try and go into it as best detail as we can. Aegon has taken the Stormlands, and he's also got the support of the Golden Company. He's also got quite a few alliances, hence the Arryns, the Martells, and the Greyjoys, as well as the Kings of Mantaris. Now, interestingly, I did actually go and rename that, because I didn't know why it was called Kingdom of Mantaris when it should be Kingdom of North Valyria. But for some reason, the game has just reverted it back to Mantaris. Don't know why. We just have to leave that, I guess. It's not important, I suppose. If I was playing them over there, I would have changed it, but there you go. Jon is in the skin changes. Oh, God, it crashes. Fuck. I forget, when you click on the religion tab, it crashes your game for some bizarre reason. I don't know why. But there you go. Jon has a few daughters. One daughter's married off to the Lord of the Westerlands, who is the Westerling guy. One of the other daughters is married to the son, or about to be married off to the son of Rickon Stark, and there's another one married off to the son of the Wensington guy, who we will reward him with Stormlands once we kick Aegon out. And also, Jon's son, as you may have saw, was Prince Rhaegar, named after his father, and he's actually married already, basically for a bit of a trickery, married off to the the daughter of the Lord Paramount of the Reach. So, yeah. Aegon has 3 kids as well. Prince Jaehaerys and Prince... Can I remember his name? No, I can't. He's got 2 sons and 1 daughter. I can look at the names later, it's fine. One of the sons is married off to the... Who is it? One is married off to the Greyjoy princess, and one's married to the... one of the Valyrian princesses as well, and his other daughter's married to the heir to the Vale. As you saw, Aegon is married to the Princess of Dawn, so already that's that alliance is already secured. So yeah, Aegon's previous wife that he did have got taken hostage by the pirates, is now a concubine, and the one wife he had before that was killed off. I think died of some illness. I think she died of. Really anticlimactically, but such is the way of secrecy. So yeah, I'll quickly go through just the basic alliances. But essentially, Aegon has promised the various lords of the Vale, the Iron Isles and the Martells, that if he wins the throne, he will continue and allow them to live freely as an independent kingdom. Lord Baelish then, who was banished from the Harrenhal a while ago, but his son recently died of poor health, unfortunately, and he's now been given back the lordship, and he's actually joined with Aegon to get greater power in the Reach, in the Riverland, sorry. He's 56, he's got no kids. I don't know what the hell Baelish is trying to do. He's trying to try and get some power, but I think he's very much... Baelish's ultimate plan has just failed, so I don't think... His little last-ditch effort is to join with Aegon to get some greater power, but I don't know if it's probably not going to work. Oh, okay. So Aegon's sons then, Daemon, Rhaenyra, and Jaehaerys. I knew one was Jaehaerys. So Daemon's betrothed to Ysilla Greyjoy. They are married. Basically, I did a bit of trickery to make them old enough so they can marry, because the AI for some reason would cancel them betrothals, so it just kept screwing with the game. So I just made them marry. So there you go. And Rhaenyra is betrothed to the King of the Mountain and Vale. Harold unfortunately died of pneumonia. Robert is alive. He's just sort of dicking around the Vale, pretty much, for want of a better word. And obviously Jaehaerys is betrothed to the Rhaenyra Sabrida, who is the granddaughter of the current king of Mantaris. So Aegon's got alliances. He's got the Golden Company on his belt, with Captain General Lyra Doran, Lucerys Serenar. A bunch of the Golden Company members are with him. He's got a bunch of mercenaries at his disposal as well. and obviously the support of the Stormlands, although some of them don't like him. And as well as the support of the Martells, Greyjoys, Arryns, and Zobridars, who have thrown in their lot with him too. The reason they've joined in is because they fear the Yunkai and whatnot, and feel as if an alliance with the King and the Iron Throne is their best chance at potential defense against the three cities. Jon couldn't care less. So Jon's kids then, we have Lyanna, who's married to the Lord Paramount of the Westlands. Olenna, who's betrothed to Lord Robb, married actually. She's married to Simon Wensington, and Rhaegar's betrothed married off to Lyanna Tyrell, who's the son of who is actually the sibling of, because Arya was married to Roland Westerling, but he unfortunately got killed off, and then we married her off to the Reach to secure the Reach, really. Would Arya agree to that in canon? Probably not. But anyway, we've got a few betrothal marriages and stuff set up already. In terms of alliances then, who's actually joined with Jon? Well, it's not going too well. The Westerlings, who owe their very existence and new lordship to Jon, have of course joined them. Again, with the marriage of his daughter, and also the marriage of Arya as well. Rickon, of course, he's very close with Jon. He's his friend, as well as, basically a bit of brother figure, really. Even though Jon's now a Targaryen, Rickon, I imagine, still sees Jon very much as a brother, and of course has called the Bands of the North. Also, some other lords, the Lord of Roseford's come to raid, so we will remember the Varnas, should the Tyrells forget their oaths. But the Tyrells, for now, have not taken the side, which is interesting. And the Tullys have also not taken the side, instead trying to fight these guys, some River Lords, who was like a claimant thing, but then Edmure ended up getting himself killed by Lord Peter Baelish, so the Tullys don't like the Baelishes at all. And they'll tie when it all's over. The Tullys haven't joined us. I'm going to assume, a little canon-wise, that the Tullys haven't disliked Jon because they feel as if Jon let Edmure go off and die. And yeah, it's just not going well. Yeah. And also particularly because his half-sister is in jail. So maybe that's why he hasn't joined as well, because he fears the Arryns may have her executed. But that's the basic rundown. This video will be an hour and a half long in length, so to allow for a bit of as I just spent ages going through the story, it's not quite done yet. As you may recall, in episode 11 of the Jon Snow series, Jon and Aegon both died to murder. Now, in episode 12, I went back on myself and said no, that wasn't the case, and I didn't explain myself, but I will now. So Aegon and Jon were both resurrected, and now the prophecies of R'hllor and whatnot has been sort of shafted. So obviously the White Walkers are dead, they're gone, but the prophecy of R'hllor now refers to the Sunset Invasion, which I have enabled because I think it would be a very interesting scenario to see what the hell happens. And also, it happened in the Targaryen Dynasty series, and it made for a very interesting story. I would love to see that reappear again. We've been going for 24 years, so number 50 years that will show up. So we'll see what happens there. And unfortunately, I did play the Targaryen Dynasty Season 1 off camera when I took my break from YouTube. I played a bit at my own time. I thought, yeah, do you know what? I enjoy this. Let's just play a bit for a bit of fun. And a lot of stuff happened. Some crazy stuff happened. The current king I was playing has actually got killed in a bit epic dragon battle because the Sunset Starks that turned up had dragons. And it was a whole other thing. And there was a massive dragon war. I think... So, his Aeron III died in the massive dragon battle. His son got eaten by a crocodile. Yes, a crocodile. And we were going for the neck, and a crocodile to ate him. And I was like, what the fuck? It was just the most random thing I've ever seen. His son, his brother, Jaehaerys, took over. And he ruled for quite a while. I think he ended up dying of something. And his son took over. And I think a couple of sons later, and we just carried on. And just so much stuff happened. Jaehaerys, I think, ended up starting the whole holy war. By changing religions, and his son after that, I think most of his sons, one of his sons became a eunuch, and we ended up having 4 kings. None of them had any kids or sons, and it went straight to another guy called Jaehaerys, who I can't remember what Jaehaerys V, I think, and he became king. And the stuff that happened with him was really cool. We ended up conquering much of Essos. And a load of stuff happened. It was just such a cool series. And I'm so annoyed I never recorded it. It was just one of those really annoying things that I just never recorded. Because I thought, oh no, the series ended ages ago. And then all this happened, and I just think, God, why did I end that series so early? So I'm going to try and carry that on with Jon and just see how far the dynasty goes. We have Rhaegar, who will rule as the heir. Now, the succession is kind of dodgy. Females still can't inherit. The realm still hasn't coped with the Dance of Dragons. So Aegon is the next in line. So if Rhaegar dies and Jon dies, Aegon will inherit by default. Daemon will inherit, and then Jaehaerys also inherits. There's also a blood feud thing going on with this line of the family, which I think is fascinating. I also made Aegon the son of Aemon, just so he could become the dynasty, because other than that, he was just of Essos. And I sort of wanted his sons and whatnot to be Targaryens, and his line to sort of carry on if he does end up dying against Jon. So of course, Aegon and Jon have been... Oh yeah, she died with the flu. So Aegon and Jon have been resurrected, and are both being puppeteered by... It's a bit like a... If you can use Dune as an example, it's a bit like the Bene Gesserit in the Shadows controlling everything. And Jon's been resurrected by a priestess of R'hllor, whereas Aegon was resurrected by a priestess of R'hllor again, but she has more of a bend to Valyria. I think she was Valyrian actually, but I think she's now actually converted, which is a whole other thing. So there's a bit of a holy war thing. One believes Jon to be the saviour of the world, and the other believes Aegon to be the saviour of the world. Aegon, since his resurrection, has got a bunch more traits. He's now chosen by R'hllor. He's also pretty damn good. He doesn't carry Blackfire though, but I imagine in my head canon he's probably carrying Blackfire. Jon again has got some good traits since his resurrection and whatnot. He still carries the Obsidian Axe apparently, which is a ceremonial weapon. And he also carries Longclaw and Widow's Wail as well. I would like to get the other sword, but I think Brienne has it, who is still alive. So when she dies off, we might be able to get that at some point and reform Ice. And then my hope is to then send it north to Rickon, who hasn't got Ice at all. So hopefully we can... Maybe I might have to give it to Rickon potentially. So what I will do actually is give him that sword. Because obviously we don't need it. And I don't think we can... or maybe not, and maybe we can't do it yet. Maybe we can once the war's over. So Jon's been resurrected. Aegon has, instead of, unlike Jon, has fallen in love with his Red Priestess, who is resurrected from the dead. He's got a rivalry with that guy. So he's actually fallen in love with her, so there's a bit of an affair going on there. And she might have noticed, Elena isn't just any Red Priestess, she's also Valyrian. And she actually managed to tame Rhaegal, one of the dragons of Daenerys. Aegon, and she also taught Aegon as well, and he also managed to tame Viserion. So as you can see, they have two dragons at their advantage, so that's a huge advantage. King Aenar, obviously his ally, and then you got Aegon, Vigon, sorry. The Arryns, who very much are, in my head, are ruled by the Regency Council, but they're still obviously throwing a lot in with us, and obviously the king over here as well. And the Martells, who don't like us as much. Jon, again, will probably want to retake them, but Jon has spent 20 years of his life, 24 years of his life. He was fighting the Wildlings, fighting the White Walkers, fighting the Boltons, fighting with Stannis, then fighting against the Iron Throne, and then fighting all the wars that led on the Arryns, all the different kings and lords and whatnot that fought against Jon, and Jon spent 20 years fighting them. 20 years it went on, and to the point where it just kept going on and on. And so Jon hasn't had a moment's peace. This war, I assume, will probably lead to more blood loss and war, and the war will carry on a bit longer after this. But Jon afterwards, I think, is just not having war. He's just done. He's going to have peace, and he's going to bring peace to Westeros. Maybe his son Rhaegar will fulfill potentially as a way to prove himself, despite having a lack of Valyrian traits. He might prove himself a worthy king by uniting the rest of Westeros, but we shall see. I have had visions of this series going poorly, like Jon dying, and then his son dies of something else, and Aegon ends up inheriting anyway. And then we play as Aegon's kids, who have got the Valyrian. Some of them have the... Some of them have the Valyrian trait, and some don't. And one of his sons has got genius, one's got strong, and one's got attractive as well. Jon, unfortunately, his son's got none of which. So, that's not great. So yeah, I guess we should probably get on with the scenario. The Golden Company have, of course, backed Aegon, and there's a lot going on, pretty much. There is really a lot going on. We should probably go for the commanders. I mean, Drake's the Sword of Last Half. He's one of the guys who fought with us in the, well, in the wars, and then fought with us against the White Walkers. We've got a Wildling guy in charge of this, one of our commanders. Rosby, I think, is led by the Bruins now. She's in charge of Hayford. The Birches now rule over Stokesworth because they're all dead. Well, the Blackwaters did rule, but they were overthrown because they would try to betray Jon. The Riker still rule over that, and I think that's pretty much it. Oh, died in, that's called neutral. Other than that, though, that's basically it. Our commanders, then, we should probably talk about that, and the council as well. Lord Maliar is our Hand of the King. He's pretty damn good. Gilbert Bland is our Master of Laws, currently improving relations with the High Towers at the moment. Loras is still training children. Marjorie's the Master of Whisperers. Christopher Byford is the Master of Coin. Grand Maester, Pycelle's long dead. He died ages ago. Pycelle starts off really old as well, so he tends to just die pretty quickly. Lawrence is our designated regent, not really sure why. We got a giant in our court. Wun has come to join us, which is hilarious. We got... So this guy, Drake, is our commander. Hogue, Wanderer, one of our Wilding Law servants that have been with us for years now. Richard Horp is still alive. He's with us. He's one of our commanders. Roose Risewell is one of our commanders. He's been with us for years. Grey Worm is still alive, and he's fighting now with us, because obviously Daenerys is long dead. Walrus Frostbite, who's one of the Wildlings that's been with Jon for years. Win, of course. And Rowan Cratecool, who's one of the Sons. Strongbow is with us as well. So yeah, that's our commanders. Aegon's got a bunch as well. We'll have a little look through them. So we have Rowan Hunter, one of the Hunters. Vaemon Sarastos, one of the Targaryen descendants. Like Bastard Cadet branches of Dothraki's with us, who's come from the Golden Company. Buckwell, a tall man warrior. Lucerys Serenar is with him. Dagar Court Bard, who's a silver voice. One of the Freys is with him. Hoss of Strickland, Weil, Brune, Peak, Elena as well, of course. Elena is actually a prostitute, which is interesting. And the same can be said also for Nessa Rhea, who is the one that obviously brought back Jon. Jon is he's honourable, he's not going to fall in love with this girl, but he has befriended her anyway. I mean, she brought him back to life, so Jon's always going to have a debt to repay. Jon has also been taught by her, and also her skin changer friend, and also the skin changers, who Jon is a part of. And I imagine the former King of the Woods, apparently. The Three-Eyed Crow has maybe helped out Jon a little bit. So he's got offered to help Jon out, and Jon's married to Tame Drogon, who was Daenerys' fiercest dragon, and it's fitting that I feel Jon gets Drogon. Obviously, it's more fitting in the books that he gets Rhaegal, but Daenerys is not in the picture. Drogon is out of the game, and so he's married to Tame Drogon. I thought for balance, it makes a bit of sense. Drogon's the strongest dragon, and we're going up against two dragons, so it kind of makes sense. I think Drogon fighting his brothers is very interesting. Also in the family tree, Drogon is actually Drogon, Rhaegal, Viserion, and all the, I guess, sons. Is that right? Is that right? They're all men, yeah. They're all so the sons of Dreamfire, basically. That's and the grandsons of Vhagar and the great grandsons of Balerion the Black Dread. I love the family tree of dragons. It's so cool. It just adds such a bit of lore to the dragons. I just really like that. It's really cool. So Jon's been resurrected. He's been brought back. And he's chosen by R'hllor. They both believe in their various different prophecies. One believes want each other to be the saviors of mankind, and have perpetrated a war against each other. Believing Jon and Aegon, one war of them can lead them to greatness. However, the prophecy in my eyes, and I thought this would be interesting, is that the prophecy believes that both of them together can defeat the incoming invasion from the Sunlanders eventually. Or the Aztecs. But they're meant to be the Sunset Starks, actually, which is quite a cool little thing. They believe the prophecy in my head kind of means together. However, in this story, it's been perpetrated to be used against each other, and basically perpetrated to make so that Aegon, he can become king, and Jon to basically it's been pushed so Aegon can become the king, and Jon obviously needs to now fight against his own brother. Jon did try and reason with Daenerys and Aegon. Daenerys didn't have it, and he had to defeat him in battle. And Daenerys and Aegon were eventually then exiled. Aegon eventually returned, and wasn't me, by the way. This is all by the game. We ended up having the blood feud because he actually kidnapped Rickon at one point. We managed to get him back though, and then the blood feud happened since then. And I think we did try a bunch of prison breaks to get Rickon out, and we did eventually. But there's a blood feud since then. Aegon also, by no stretch in my mind, when the Storm and we were having the massive war, he managed to actually beat the Wensingtons and take the Stormlands, which was quite surprising. And so that gives us our little story to carry on. And when Aegon and Jon both died in the scenario, in obviously Jon Snow series, I thought that just ruins the... I mean, yeah, it makes the game harder, But I thought it's just such a waste of like a potential big conflict to start off this series, and this is what we are doing. Enough talking. I think it's time to get in. I don't think there's anything else I need to talk to you about. No, I think we're good. Got a couple of rivals. Oh, Elwood Hart, who was one of the King's Guard, but he's now ran away. Really, he should be Aegon, shouldn't he? Really, but no, he's just left. And so yeah, Jon's tamed Drogon, and now has a dragon ready to fight against Aegon. And for balance, it does make sense. Drogon is the stronger dragon, so going up against 2 dragons kind of makes sense. So yeah. We round up our army. Jon has 46 martial. He is so badass. Jon is the one who obviously beat the Dawnbreaker, for goodness sake. So the White Walkers hate us. But other than that, King Jon led the forces with Blood of the Dragon of Winter. So it's a really cool bloodline. Blood of King Jon, Blood of King Jon again. Stark bloodline, that's still in our thing. Targaryen bloodline, Lyanna. Got Blood of Lyanna. Blood of the Mad King, which is slightly not great. But Blood of Rhaegar as well, which is pretty cool. Blood of Viserys Targaryen. Blood of the Jaehaerys, and Blood of Aegon, and eventually, obviously, going back to Gaemon the Glorious and his father. So yeah, Jon's very good. He's not bad at all. He's got very good traits, and I do feel, even though we've set up this scenario, I feel as if it may well still be a Donald, but we shall see. There's a bunch of guys that we have reasons to declare war, and so what I'm going to do is to make the game harder and go ahead and imprison them straight away. There you go. Now, I don't know why we can imprison them, but we're going to say that Maliar has been plotting with Aegon to help him get the throne. So now we have a bit of things to do as well to make the game a little harder. Lord Joffos gave in pretty easily, which is good. We're stripping off that place, and because the Chitterins actually hold another territory anyway, and we shall have him executed for treason against the throne. It is the old way. Is it in canon with Jon? Probably not, but Jon has been ruled over in this Iron Throne for, well, how many years now? 20 years? Nearly 21 years? Yeah. Yeah, nearly over 20 years. So Jon's, I would say he's not the same character you would see in the show or the books. He's moved on. He's 41. He's like 20 years older anyway. Marjorie's a lot older than she would have been in the books, obviously. We've moved on 20 years, so... Oh yeah, Garland lost his eye as well. It's a whole other thing. Mace died of that eventually, but yeah. So Jon's definitely moved on. He's very much focused on becoming the... I don't know what to do with this place, but I guess we'll work it out at some point. I don't know who else has claimed to Chittenbrook, but I would say Eric, but he stands inherit that, and that's going to be a big border call. I don't really want the Chitterins holding it if they're going to like end up taking all that, so we're just going to revoke it from them. And we'll grab a few extra men as we move down. We shall march upon the Stormlands, who's marching army here. I don't know where Aegon's main force is. I think with 34 men, apparently. But we have to leave King's Landing, so we must fight them. Or actually, no, we go fight the... Oh, we don't have enough ships. Now we do. Can we get more men, I thought? No, just the... Oh, from there. That's fine, we don't need them. We don't really need 100 and something, guys, really. We get on the ship, we go save Dragonstone, which always gets attacked. Nothing I can do to stop them, unfortunately. Hand of the King's been chucked out. Well, I'll put Trisfer as now the new Hand of the King. And my Master Coring for now can be Benton. I don't know who he is, but he will help us nonetheless. And we now have to deal with this revolt. Where are my army? Oh no, you're on the ships. So obviously everything's been married off. Do we ask him for a dowry? The realm's at war, so I think we probably would. Yeah, you better send me a dowry, because I'm going to be in debt in a minute. Yeah, I think, Jon, we're going to have to take a loan from the Iron Bank. I forgot that the dowries would suddenly kick in. Bravos, please. Let's go for the small dowries, I'm afraid. He doesn't like me that much, but I thought I gave him... Did I not give him all the Stormlands? Yes, I did. Granted. Yeah, I don't know why he doesn't like me about. Maybe because he's lost them, but for now I can't really give him much other money. The other guys can ask me for a dowry as well. There you go. There you go. I gave him some money as well. Hand of the King for now can improve the defences. We're at war. There should be a very easy little fight here, I doubt. Yeah. Aegon's actually now usurped Holland title now. That's interesting. If he gets usurped anymore, I might maybe have him brought to my court. And the Westlings have attacked. Good. I don't know who's leading that army, but for now we need to focus a little bit more on the rebels. So land at Claw Isle, they've got nothing there. We'll land there so they can't escape. Langwood. Are the Langwoods at? Ah, yes, because they're at war with me. Would Jon have the hostages murdered? Probably not, but I feel he would definitely have them imprisoned. As a sign of, if you do anything more, we'll have them killed. Because there was a war before, I think, and I think we did imprison them. But we've had so many wars now, I can't remember them all. We'll chuck them all in the dungeon. Now, Blackberry. I've got enough courtiers, to be honest. I will see if I can obviously ransom them, but I'm not going to. We can call Sir Gregor for trial, actually. We'll do that. That's always fun. The Westling should be able to handle that there. Made a poor case. No. We'll have him manage the wall then, I suppose. Oh god, my cramped my foot there. Ouch. That hurt. The High Serpent's coming, and the Tyrells have joined us. Excellent. Good. Of course, Wallace for a trial. His brother's in open rebellion. I imagine the Westlings can handle that. He wants to try by combat. That's fine. Jon's also got to deal with these guys as well. Hoping Aegon puts up a bit of a fight. No. But we shall see. Again, I've given him a lot of men, so hopefully he should, but I don't know. Aegon is coming, actually, to the battle. In my headcanon, I'm thinking Jon doesn't know they have dragons. So he thinks, oh, right, yeah, the Westlings, the Stark, the Tyrells, they can deal with that. We're focused on the rebels. He doesn't think that they've got dragons. He's heard rumours that Aegon was killed, but then resurrected, but Jon thinks nothing of it. Yes, he's king, but he's also honourable in city. No way can he be resurrected as well as him. This would make sense. Jon knows he's the Lord's chosen and all that stuff. Jon, he's a bit like Paul Atreides. He believes it, but doesn't. It's hard to say. He doesn't want the. But yeah, Jon doesn't believe he's the chosen one, to be honest. But at the same time, he's also using it as a sort of means to get what he sort of wants. So Jon sort of changed a bit as a character in my mind. He's not quite as honourable to the point where he doesn't want the throne. He knows he's the only candidate for the Iron Throne, and without him on the Iron Throne, but if there's no other candidate, it's Aegon, and Aegon is not well liked at all. And Jon even at one point offered Aegon the chance to take for Aegon to be given the throne. Well, Jon almost offered it. But then, I kind of like being king, and I can do good. I can do more good. Why should I allow Aegon to take it? He might not even be a Targaryen. He's also heard those rumors and whatnot. So there's stock in those rumors that he might not even be a Targaryen. So, and as you can see, the dragon has just wiped that army out, and that is exactly what I planned. Claw Isle falls. And as we've just taken Claw Isle, I imagine. Rumours has reached Jon of a dragon being sighted just outside. The Conningtons have betrayed me. And Jon's like, a what? a fucking what? And Jon's like, oh shit, I'm not the only dragon rider anymore. So, in my mind, Jon's just heard about that. Also, why have we not... I thought this was 100%. It is now. So we've won that little battle of Claw Isle and taken it, and for some reason the Conningtons stupidly fought against me. Why? I see, because she's the heir. Right. The Cavalgar's really not doing too well. But yeah, they rebelled against me, so I'm not inclined to let them live. Then Bethany. Forfeit Claw Isle. Haven't since the war. Yeah, 20k guys just showed up. Jon hearing of the attack is just like, yeah, let's get our shit together and go save the day. The rebels can wait. This army is much worse. Tyrells have turned up though, so that's good. We could go kill some Arryns on the way there. Oh, I don't have oh yeah, these guys some reason. Oh, hang on, what's happened? Oh, they've gone independent. I don't know why. I think something to do with the Pirate King dying, and then something happened where the independence thing. For some reason, they went independent. I'm not quite sure why, but I'm not going to worry about negotiating annexation. I might maybe do that peacefully, but at the same time, I'd rather fight them. It makes for more of an interesting scenario rather than just, oh yeah, let's just bring him into battle. We can deploy a dragon, but we won't. Jon's honourable. He's not going to deploy his dragon unless he necessarily has to. And we go land here. We've heard the Greyjoys just outside of the Red Keep. I'm going to attack them. Mentor the Pack Brother Tormund. We're in the Red Keep. Cool. Okay, I mean, is there an event for that, or do we have to, like... No idea. We're a little busy right now, but I'm sure the Three-Eyed Raven is probably quite aware of that. Oh yeah, sure, War of Everyone. Yeah, okay, I'll leave you alone for a bit. Oh, I'll turn the actual music on. Oh no. Because the music's... There we go. So that's all music. I thought it felt a bit quiet here. Sounds a bit quiet. Yeah, let's get a bit of music in here. It's not too loud, I know it's not too loud. I've checked. Right. No, King Justin died and his son now took over. Now, Oberyn still the heir. So he's just died of cancer, unfortunately. And now, let's do this. We're going to fight the Targaryens. Aegon's unfortunately left. It's now in Thornton, unfortunately. I do want to fight Aegon. He has got one of his the other Dragonbright is commander. So there's a chance we will fight her. Targaryen army marches in. They've got nothing on the field. It's House of Strickland and one of the decent Dothraki generals is here. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not too bothered about the whole thing. I'm just saying it doesn't exist. But yeah, without the dragons here, we're gonna beat them in battle easily. They're off. Goodbye. With that defeated, we're marching now on over the Bram's Fort. Yeah. We are besieging more of my stuff, but as we know from the last times, letting them besiege loads and loads of things doesn't go well. Oh, he died. Clap Lord Mild in irons. And the Civil War is over. Without him to count a hostage, Jon's not going to have them all killed. It's just not Jon's. Jon just wouldn't do that. Let's see what we do with him in a minute. Then Melanie. We are merciful. We're not going to have them all killed. Keep him in a dungeon. I might send him off to the wall potentially. I'm not. The only reason I stripped the Celtagars of Claw Isle is because the Celtagars stand to actually Connington stand to inherit that. I don't want Stormlands with Claw Isle, to be honest. But that's them gone. And we'll have his brother questioned as to why... Oh no, not him. Never mind, we've already done that. But I'll just have everyone else. Either exiled or... I don't know. We might leave them in there and they can pay a ransom to have them released. At some point, made a poor case. You can go to the Warden. Well, the Arryns have got a mighty force now at the Dragonstone. We need to get over there quickly. I don't see many of the bigger armies. I know I did give some mercenaries to the other factions to give them make them a bit stronger, but if it's helped that much, I don't know. We are getting rid of the wildfire. Because Jon would get rid of the wildfire. That's just something. Jon would undo the actions of the Mad King, and by doing that, removing the wildfire is the best course of action. Why is it so much money? Sure. Oh yes, we're working on a bloodline for ourselves, other than just the all the other ones we got. By avoiding being entirely forgotten is my primary concern. I think prosperity and knowledge is my realm thing is Jon. I think that Jon would try and... He knows less war is better for the world. And they've taken the Claw Isle. Yeah, we've beaten them. The Danes were here, actually. Some of the Martell forces have arrived, so that's interesting. And now we spend the next 20 years fighting the guys on Dragonstone now. Such is the way of life. I may just use the dragon, to be honest. Yeah, more soldiers. I think we can't do retinues in this game. Retinues are not a thing. We use the dragon for battles, I think, but actually taking territories and stuff like that, it's Jon wouldn't do that. I'm gonna set entire army. They're off. Goodbye. Now we're trying to intercept the Tyrells. The Arryns. I don't know if Aegon's what he's gonna do now with his other army, but the Tyrells have shown up and the Starks, so he's gonna be not doing as well as he planned. I don't know. Oh, they won that. Nope. Lord Korgor just died. We'll go intercept the Arryns marching over here. Lord Korea and Lord Edmund. We use a dragon for this one. Again, dragon for battles makes sense. Jon would do that. Oh, she lost her hand. Oh, he actually died. Wow. So Rowan Crackle fought a battle with Lord Edmund of Wickington and actually beat him in battle. Nice. Excellent stuff. Oh, I'll take a ransom actually. Yeah, we need to get the money back eventually. Yeah, he died out. He's gone. And we captured one of the cell swords. I'm not bothered. He can just sod off. We need to march back to the Red Keep. I could use my ships. Actually, no, yeah, I will use my ships. What am I doing? Why wouldn't I use my ships? The Martells will... It's actually... Dragonstone's very undefended. So that's not great. The Greyjoys have left. That's good. The Starks are moving down upon the... Yeah, the Starks are really going after the Aegon now, which is interesting. I'll have to deal with Mira as well at some point. I'll quickly double over and deal with them. Lord Baelish has been defeated. Oh, wow. How did he get defeated? Did the... No, I don't know. Must have been like defeated in the battle or something. The highest Edmund can punish him for his sins at some point. I'm happy to allow him to do that. Yeah, the Martell's just got annihilated. Arya! Who killed Arya? Sorry, I need to check. That's sorry, I need to... This is completely cheating. But I just need to know who killed Arya, sorry. I need to know for the plot, damn it. A Septon. Oh, a Septon. Ooh. And he's married straight... Oh, don't... What are you doing? What are you doing? Why do you unpause the game? Oh, that's just stupid. Oh, dear. And he's immediately married right after that. Conspiracy, perhaps? I don't know why I unpaused the game. Hopefully it didn't mess with anything. Oh, God. What have you done? To there. What have you done? I unpaused the game for 2 seconds. And everything's gone to shit. Right, let's quickly get back into Jon. Why have you raised all these random ass armies? No. Disband them immediately. Why have you disbanded? Why have you raised these random armies? No, I don't want them in... Okay, what's happened here? Oh, right, that's fine. You want to marry a Westling? I'm not really... Yeah, I suppose so, why not? If we have enough Westlings around. Hopefully, nothing's changed drastically now I unpause the game slightly. Where's my ships gone? Ah, oh, fucking AI, what have you done to my ships? Where are my ships? Oh, goodness. Yeah, I'm not worried about all these other armies. Because I'm not bothered really, to be honest. If we just disband them, I don't really want them around. I don't need extra armies, we're already winning. Just stop doing that. Stay still. You just stay there. Oh, thank you. But yeah, Arya's just been killed off, so likely we're going to suspect the Tyrells something to do that. Just for a purely plot... Oh god, what's going on over here? Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah, call me in, please. Lord Cleos. Yeah, call me in, please, thank you. Otherwise, we'll be in trouble. Like, big trouble. Move down here and... Thank you for the gold. Yeah. Can you call me in, please? Can you call me in? Yeah, I'm gonna cheat to let him do that. Because otherwise, I'm not having the Wesleys be overthrown when they can call me in. That's just stupid. I mean, yeah, puts my grandson in charge, but I don't really want a 1-year-old child to be in charge of the Westlands. Because, do I need to explain why? Probably not, but it will be a disaster. Yeah, I want to help him, please. Right, let's go fight our brother then, shall we? Or alleged brother, anyway. We'll march over and help them in a minute. We've got enemies still with... Oh, where's he gone? He's just been here a minute and he's run away. All men, excellent. Let's go attack the Greyjoys. Yeah, expect more, like, I'm leaning more now towards... Oh, we killed Quellon by all my commanders there. The Tyrells jumping in now, like, what they did has really helped us out a lot. And I'm glad they did as well. Seems he's marching on the Starks. We need to get over and help them quickly. Run! We can play our allies get that back. Oh, the Hayes have come to help us out. That's cool. So the guy is married to Marcella. No, that was him. Yeah, definitely so. We'll let our allies take that. The Tyrells have joined us. Excellent. Kill a few Greyjoys in the way. They've just annihilated them because they had the dragons out. Let's get in there. Well, the Arryns have just hit a big army. What's this? Worrying reports have reached you regarding your Master at Arms, Lord Loras. It seems the Tyrells have been in the pain. Marjorie's fine, been fine the entire time. Garland's got his eye lost out, and Willis died of that. Got beheaded by the Master of Foreign's Cross. And the Tyrells have... now, I'm going to say for RP's sake, the Tyrells have something to do with the death of Arya. And Arya and Jon, I don't need to explain to you how close they are. They're close in the books and they're close in the show. Despite how the show is a bit of a letdown. But other than that, the Tyrells had, in my mind, something to do with the death of Jon's sister. It can be used yourself to extort money from peasantry in the Red Keep. Would Jon... I mean, Jon's honourable, so there's no way he's going to not allow that. So him being revoked as Master at Arms, it's just something Jon would do. He's honourable, he's not going to allow that to stand, pretty much. So he's out. We'll let the... I guess we'll let... probably this guy actually take over. And we'll get Loras in command instead. Which is not really punishment, but... Oh god. It's my... Oh, they've moved it round, so now my guys aren't in... They've moved the commanders around as well. It's so annoying. I like to have my generals in all the armies, so they're all around to get involved in battles and stuff like that, which I really like. Oh, we're in. Please be Aegon in this army. No, Morgan Buckwellers. Has Aegon just sat in fucking... Oh, he has as well. Outwards. Well, the Targaryen army's been defeated outside of Storm's End. The dragons were nowhere to be seen, so Jon's thinking, oh yeah, the dragons aren't the thing. Let's go over and help the Targaryen. Let's go help the dragons. No idea where the hell they are. I'm sure it's just bollocks and it's excuses that they just lost the war. Also, what the hell have we got? No idea. Oh, we can rank up the Great Wall. Excellent. In order to immortalize my name, I must leave an indelible mark on the Iron Throne and improve my realm. Yeah, Jon's trying to make a mark on his name to... Instead of maybe it being like a case of, oh, Jon's this great warrior, he also wants to do a bit of good, rather than being known as a warrior the entire of his life. Bastion of Theological Fort. What would Jon more lean towards? He's also a bit zealous, so maybe Theological Fort might actually be... makes sense, maybe? Art of Philosophy, yeah, but I feel as if Jon's more lean toward Theological Fort. He is a very good king. Like, he's probably the best the realm's ever had in years. since the days of Aegon the Conqueror, probably. Or Daeron the Good, actually. So he's a good king. He's quite zealous, so I think he is quite strongly with his religious beliefs. I think he's, yeah, so I think maybe more theological would make sense. But then again, Jon is a bit of a poet anyway, so maybe he might lean more towards arts and philosophy. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Now you can sod off. We're going to retake this on the way back and then march westwards. I may possibly not get to Sea Lion Cove in time. Oh, you're miles out of sun. The next session, go marry the Lord of that, I guess. As a show of loyalty, I guess. Oh. Let's get in this bout. Ah, he's bucking off. Aegon, come fight, damn it. I want to have a dragon battle with you. Well, I beat him, actually, yeah. Wow. We just fought some of the Arryns here, with Baelish as well. I couldn't get her on time, unfortunately. We now need to march west, grab what men we can, which is actually quite a few, and march westwards, I think. Alright. I will turn the music down now because I'm being a bit quiet because my parents are sleeping. I don't exactly want to wake them because that is probably death. So let's not do that. Let's just spam our fleet then for now. We don't need them. We're just wasting money, and my vassals are getting more and more annoyed probably. You vassals, all levies are raised for too long. What the hell's going on in the south? Tara's peasant revolt, and there's a just a bunch of peasant revolts have kicked off. The Martells are facing now revolt, which is quite good for us. The Tyrells bring up more men, which is good. And the Last Rivers are having a revolt against the Rickon, which isn't great. Rickon should probably go north and help. Master. Maester. What's it, Master? What the hell are you talking about? How are we talking about Master? What? Right, march westwards. Ah, yes, we'll do that. We'll call a few guys for trial, I suppose. Which I imagine is being handled by Marjorie, probably. Now Jon's dealing with that. This guy's been released, fine. And there's another guy we had to... Ah, yes. Dontos Bywater. I can't remember. Didn't he fight against us or something like that, or something or other? The poor case, so he's been released. Cool. That's fine. Not gonna worry about annexation stuff until, like, until much later. And Jon's got a bit stressed. I can understand, he's been at war for 20 odd years and now he's fighting another war. So I feel Jon's going to be slightly stressed. In terms of drink today, we're having and it's not alcohol because I have to go out for work tomorrow morning. So it won't be alcohol. It's actually a white peach and mango drink, which is a new J2O mocktails they started to do. Good. Something I would like to do is, on the subject of maybe strengthening the faith, converting some of these lands to old gods, I think would be very interesting, because Jon is quite zealous, so it would make sense for us to do that and look more towards potentially strengthening the old god faith. To me, that kind of makes sense. We'll go west, march against the Crakels. Again, having dragons in the game makes it very interesting, but from what I've seen, when obviously the invasion comes from the Sunset Isles, they come with a very big army. And in my other series, I don't know if it's because I had so many dragons, but they showed up with a lot of dragons to the point where they overwhelmed my own dragons. And I had to actually just sort of assassinate them, really. What's happened here? I don't know. Roose Riser was killed by a lot of Lannisters. The Lannisters are still alive. Although, they're led by Lord Martin now over at the Bay of Crabs. Tywin's line is dead completely. And obviously, a lot of the other Lannisters aren't around either. Lucien's still going. So he's dead. Get a new commander in them. Here's another Crakecore. Which is ironic, because we're fighting Crakecores with Crakecores. That's quite funny. Roland Payne was captured. Oh, so we can get some ransom out of you then. Jon knows he's in debt to the Iron Bank, so getting them... I'll recruit him if he's going to... Happy to leave us. To leave his past behind. Who is the leader? Oh, Craig's the leader. Right, we'll march on his capital then. Do you pay your ransom? I don't care. But yeah, it's nice to play Game of Thrones. I haven't played this in a while because I recorded so much of the Jon Snow stuff that I was just miles ahead in pre-recording. So I was like, yeah, I don't need to record any for ages. So I didn't. And nothing's happened since. I do want to fight Aegon with the dragon. I can't lie to you. I really want to fight Aegon with the dragon. And, oh, what? Elena's gone to fucking... Why? Why has she done that? Why has she done that? I'm gonna cheat that, sorry. But that's just... Why would she go to the... Why would she go to the Sept Faith? That makes no sense. Ah, he's got a Martell. Who's the heir to Dawn as well. So Aegon's lineage will live on with the heirs to Dawn. I'm gonna sort of quickly cheat that because that's just stupid. She wouldn't abandon the person she's, like, rumored to believe being the, like, Lord of Thingy, so the savior of the world. No, it's just stupid. Why would she go to the fucking flea bottom of all places? Like, what? Why? It just makes no sense. So I'm going to cheat her back, because that's just silly. Yes, I reminded of Secret to Game of Thrones where stupid things happen. You set up some events, think, right, yeah, we can do this. And then, stupid stuff happens where they suddenly, for some reason, decide to leave you and go to somewhere else. Why would they do that? It just doesn't make any sense. And sorry for the voice crack, but it just doesn't make any sense to me. Because they wouldn't leave you. They wouldn't just sod off the bloody thingy and be like, yeah, well, I'm off to go flea bomb for some reason. Like, it just wouldn't, happen in the slightest. Just stupid. Anyway. We'll proceed to critical continuously. I don't mind changing the odd things like that in the game. It's just, you know. Because realistically, stuff like that wouldn't happen in the story that I've set up. It just wouldn't happen at all. And also, there's no advantage to myself by giving her that dragon. Giving him that dragon, sorry. Because obviously, he hasn't made her a commander. Oh, we'll be able to fight him anyway when we take Storm's End. Providing he doesn't go into hiding like a coward, we should be fine. Oh, I'll quickly as far as we can go. It's just Caswell and Lord Garland reach one of these brothers. I mean, yeah, I guess we're not really overly bothered. We can't even seize them and we can't even stop the marriage. There's nothing we do. But I'm happy for that. That's fine. Yeah, I'm recording one episode, and that's going to be the episode for... I'm recording this before I go on holiday, so hopefully this will be up at some time before... Well, this will be up around... I don't know when this will go up, really. Actually, no, I do know. It will go up on the 6th of May, which is 10 days, and a month before the beginning of House of the Dragon. That is made in May. That. What? I don't know what we're doing there, but I don't really care. We're kind of busy fighting a war. Hello. Your Grace, news from the Battle of Yorn. We have reports that your acquaintance, Princess Lirella Martell, has been killed by the Eastern troops in battle. Shit. Killed by the woman she was fighting. That's interesting. So she's dead. Will she fight us? I imagine so, yeah. Because it's his daughter. So Aegon's probably got sway over the Dornish now. I'd imagine. I don't know to Aegon's other wife. I think she's still hostage. Oh no, she's not. Oh yeah, because he's dead. I don't know why I just invited her back to his court, but okay. Ah, Aegon's got an army. Let's go over there and fight him. The moment we go over there, he probably has got changed positions and gone somewhere else. Look, he's just... I literally said that. And he's changed positions. That's ridiculous. Ah, good. Thank God. Baelish is dead. Beheaded by the High Septon. Good, because Jon would have probably had his head anyway. He's responsible for the death of my sister. So, yeah. I feel as if Jon probably would have swung the sword himself. But obviously he's dead. His wife's got the dagger, but that's fine. But he's gone. Which means one less war enemy to the war, which is good. I'm tempted now to march probably straight on the Storm's End, I think. They're where they're going. The Tyrells will just link with us. Oh, Aegon's there, quick. Take him. Take him now. He's gonna waste his time sieging that, that's good. March down there and fight him. What's this? I've been having vivid dreams of late. I am becoming Paul Atreides. I'm having vivid dreams. For those, if it isn't obvious, I watched Dune Part 2 and it was such a good film. You haven't watched it, highly recommend watching it. And the books as well are quite interesting. They're a bit far-fetched and very like, it's very like, Frank Herbert's like stuff about philosophy and whatnot. It's so interesting, and it's a bit of a like a long read. Like if you're an idiot, it's not going to be good for you. But if you're quite well learned and whatnot, and you can read those stuff, then go for it. But it's quite interesting. I haven't read the books myself, but I've like seen a lot of like stuff about the books, and maybe eventually I might read them myself at some point. But I'm still going through the Silmarillion. I'm on like page 100 and something, and I'm only like 23% of the way through the book. Like it's just it's such a big book. So I'm slowly getting through that. Okay, just slowly getting there. I'm getting there eventually. Just give me a little while. Just give me a few months. I'm going on holiday, so I will read on holiday. I don't tend to take anything gaming. I tend to not bother with on holiday. I like to take a break from it. I like to just stop anything. I mean, my girlfriend's different. She likes to take a Switch, but that's her. She doesn't tend to play a Switch that much. So when she's like, on holiday, she tends to like play it now and again. Not all the time, but now and again, not when we're not going out and doing stuff. Whereas I tend to take a break from YouTube and tend to like take a break from YouTube, computing, gaming, and all that stuff. I like to like take a break and just enjoy the holiday, and just I can game and stuff at home. I can't game on the holiday. I can't really game the same holiday anyway. So I like to not do that. I like to just step away, and then when I come back from holiday, I appreciate the things I haven't been with for a while, like the PC, for example, and YouTube, of course. My bloodline is strong with the ancient blood. First men, the ancient folk who communed with the children of the forest. Could these dreams be messages from the old gods themselves? I embrace the old gods' gift. Yeah, Jon probably would. Green dreams. We are becoming Paul Atreides. It's coming. I may put Aegon in that battle. I know it's cheating, but Aegon would be in the battle. He would be there. Why would he be sitting in Storm's End like that? He just wouldn't. In any stretch of the imagination, why we wait? What character figures? This guy. This one, isn't it? No, that's Jon. It's 1200 and thingy. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna put Aegon in this army. Why wouldn't he be leading the army? It's just so dumb. Also, Rhaena would be in here. Where is she? What's going on? Don't tell me she's left the court again. She left the court again. Why is it with bloody... No, she's just... Come on. Be a commander, for goodness sake. Just take... Elena, there you go. Right, okay. We'll chuck in... her... Right, stay. Stay. Stay in the army, please, for goodness sake. I want a battle. I want a dragon battle, for God's sake. That's where they go if he leaves. Fuck. Come here. I will fight you, Aegon. In order to attract philosophers... I don't have enough money. I don't have enough money. For fuck's sake. I'm going to have to take out another loan. Dear. We'll take it from Carth this time. Right, we're in the battle. Now is she in that battle? Yes. It begins. Let's do this. Let's have a dragon battle. Oh, don't tell me he just left. No, he's there. He's there. Oh, it begins. It begins. Oh, we're not taking a good morale, but the Tyrells are coming, though. Dragon battle. Come on. Come on. Where's the dragon event? What the fuck's the dragon event? What? Where's the dragon event? Oh, Tristan Martell was captured. Cool. Not really bothered about him, to be honest. Where the fuck's the dragon event? Huh? The dragon event is... And the dragon event was... Where? Fucking where was the dragon event? Sod off. Right, let's tag over and get Aegon in the battle. I want that dragon event, damn it. The whole point of this bloody battle is to fight here with... I can't even put Aegon in. Aegon's already in, that's fine. The whole point is to have this dragon battle. I don't want this to be like an anticlimactic. We just win the war. Oh, for fuck's sake, come back. Just chasing from the mountains. And suffer this massive amount of debt, which just isn't great. Yeah. Keeps letting guys take over his place and he runs away. Coward! Just stay there and die. Come on, Aegon. This battle between Aegon and his brother. Is this just... Oh, no, she needs to be in the battle. I know she can... Oh, no. I want him in the battle as well. I want a decent dragon battle. I don't want it to be like, we just roll over them because the heir just refuses to put anyone in the armies. Why have you moved him over there? That's so stupid. Have you changed it again? Why? Just leave her as your commander, Aegon. What are you doing? She has a dragon! Use the dragon! Jesus Christ. Aegon. Stop being stupid. Stop being moronic. Use your dragon. Right. We're in. Let's do this. Get the dragon out. Let's have a dragon battle. Come on. Come on, guys. So Rowan's beating... Here we go. So Rowan's beating whoever that guy. Cut his leg off. Cool. Well done. Don't care about him. Well done, Roland. Here we go. Flying high above, fighting enemies, Dragon Barrier Lane leads the dive attack on your allies. You meet Lord Pam and Aegon, the commander. This is where the fate of the series goes. If we die, then this will be interesting. Let's do this. I'm ready. I'm looking forward to this. We're actually losing as well, so this could be bad. Dracarys, we should kill him on the next pass. Oh, wow. Viserion got maimed. Rhaegal didn't get any injury. We didn't get anything. Cast him down. Just might fight back. Drogon got wounded, unfortunately. Oh, we're fighting Rhaegal now, which is Aegon's dragon. No, Elena's dragon, sorry. She cast him down. Let's fight back. Ooh, she got wounded. Ah, shit. Drogon got maimed. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's not good at all. Oh, no. We lost that battle, actually. I think we're still fighting the dragon battle, though. Let's fight back. Oh, shit. Whoa, that was... Wow, Viserion killed Drogon. Drogon's meant to be the strongest dragon and Drogon went down. Oh my god. Viserion, and that's Aegon's dragon as well. That's Aegon's dragon. Aegon got wounded though. Shit. Viserion's rider pick you out and dive straight for you. Viserion collides heavily with Drogon and proceeds to rip at his flesh, driving you both into the ground. You're left dazed with Drogon's lifeless corpse next to you. Wow, I don't know what happened to... Will Jon get... Oh, wow. Jon's been... he's been defeated. Oh, wow, that's... Oh, my God. I did not expect that to happen. I thought Jon might escape, but no, he's been defeated. Aegon has won the Seven Kingdoms. Oh, that's... I was not expecting Aegon to win. Oh, wow. Now, will the game actually end now? Because we've... I'm going to save quickly. Wow. Jon's been defeated. That's... I did not expect to happen. Wow. It's disfigured. He's been severely injured. I think Jon's probably dead. Wow, we've lost. Yeah, it's over. I will save. I may go back. I did not anger him. Actually, can we do a try by combat? No, I don't think so, no. As a last order, hearing Jon's getting killed by the dragon, Jon's been captured. Marjorie orders all the hostages and whatnot to be executed immediately. Can we do that? No, we can't. No, we can. No, we can't do that because we'll probably exile them. I think makes sense. No, we can't because I ransom him off. That's fine, but Marjorie kills off the prisoners that are just kind of like can die, and exiles the rest. Crackle dies. This guy gets it. And Marjorie just had them all executed. As a defiance act, really. Why haven't we lost? Why haven't we not died? But yeah, I'm likely now to swap over to Aegon, to be honest, because I'm not going to play as... Because Aegon and Marjorie are going to be shoved out of the thing completely. As for Rhaegar, I have no idea, but Rhaegar's going to be... Oh, Ness, actually, because I've done this before where I've actually fled, but I don't think... No, we're too... We're at war, so we can't. Yeah, there's no way out. And Aegon's taken it. I've got Dragonstone, but I'm not going to play with Dragons. Just Dragonstone, that's just not going to happen. Aegon's taken the throne. Usurped the castle. Jon's been kicked out. I'm surprised he's let me live. Can we just go over all that? I want to see the event. No. Can I see the Aegon event? Would Aegon let him? Nah, there's no way Aegon would have let Jon live like that. That just wouldn't have happened in the slightest. Is there an event that will pop up so I can see Aegon getting the whole event thing? No. Does he not get that? Does he not get the event that makes him king? The whole, like, event that makes him the fucking son of Rhaegar and whatnot? No. Sorry, I'm going to skip ahead a little bit, so I want to see if we get the event. If not, there's no point in doing this. What? Why have we not got the event that makes Aegon a Targaryen? Or, at the very least, fucking Aegon, Rhaegar's son. Please tell me that's not just been kicked out of the thing. No. Okay, I'm going to reload. I'm going to reload in that case then, because if he doesn't get that event that makes him become king, there's little... I don't see the point in playing as Aegon. There's no point in playing as Aegon if he doesn't get the event that swaps him over to being the son of Rhaegar. Like, there's just 0 point. There's no way the Lords of Westeros will back him as king if he decides to remain as the son of Aemon Targaryen. Most likely a bastard of the thing. So I'm going to instead actually now... jump into the save, and I'm going to release Jon. Because there's no point in playing as Aegon if Jon just... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to release Jon, though, because I want, actually, a chance. Now, because if it just results in the end of the war, then there's just little point doing it. But Jon being disfigured and being beaten is a whole other thing that I quite like. And, I'm keen to see where that goes. We still have the military power. And we've returned. Jon being a bit fucked up lately, but there's little he can do. Maybe we might even buy a mask at some point, but for now, we've suffered a great defeat. Jon's been... so my spin the things, yeah, I should have probably let it so that Jon did get defeated, but at the same time, I kind of want there to be a bit of... But I would have if what I would have done if Jon had been defeated, I would have tagged over to Aegon and played as him. But if I don't get the event that makes Aegon the son of Rhaegar, it just seems utterly pointless. I don't know if that happens for the AI, but for me, if we don't get that, I just don't feel that's just... To me, that just seems stupid. But anyway, we've heard of the... Obviously, Marjorie's heard she's had a bunch of prisoners killed off, which Jon isn't happy about, but Jon has to get on with it. Jon's currently being nursed back to health, being severely fucking injured, losing his nose and face, and also slightly stressed, so that's not great. Jon's got good health. The Tyrells are marching, trying to fight off Aegon. I say Jon takes a back seat and Loras takes over. I think that kind of makes sense. Jon's gone back to the capital right now, just basically being nursed back to health because everyone's just like, he's all just lost. I'm not bothering those one guys. Rally up our troops now and prepare them now for the next battle. Oh no, don't. It says 13 and it gives me 1. That's just stupid. Why'd you do that? Alright. Take Jon out. I don't want Jon leading armies. Jon's been wounded. He's not going to be in any state to be leading armies. He's lost Drogon, which is a huge loss for Jon. And now we're up against 2 Dragon Riders, which is just not good for us at all. It is said that may have the sparks of wildness in them, the wolf blood as some call it. Those with a touch of the wolf blood can be great and menacing, but some say it leads them to an early grave. So, Rhaegar's a bit wild. That's fine. She's leading armies with Cleos, bit of a... Well, yeah, I guess it's a Westerman name though, isn't it? Yeah, Loras is leading charge. Yeah, Loras would be leading the forces. He is the most... He's the Lord Commander of the Kingsguard, and also he's the brother to the king. So, absolutely would he be leading armies, definitely. Absolutely. In terms of what we're going to do now is bring all allies together. Fight the Arryns, who are now coming. We'll deal with the Arryn army of the east. I'd rather... Yeah, Oh no. Fucking Westlings just died. Died of grayscale. Whoa. The chance of that shit. Jesus. Yeah, she will probably stay with her son. And now Cleos rules over as the Lord of the Westlands. That was not good. He was good as well. It's a shame. Hopefully he's not coming to help me, unfortunately. That's a shame. I give him a badge to the hand of the king. Divine Inspired Thinkers. Okay. I forget we're doing that whole thing. No. I find that odd, actually, that my daughter would keep her son out of the war. Maybe she thinks he might be killed off. Or maybe she's lost faith because Jon's just lost the dragon and is thinking, oh god, Aegon might actually become king. And Jon might be out. But yeah, I'm very surprised that that the dragon was defeated, because Dragon is in the books, in the game, in the films, in the TV series. He is the strongest dragon. Viserion did get maimed though, so that's something. But yeah, what a blow. So Viserion's been maimed, so it's not like Dragon went down without much of a fight. We'll educate. Oh god, decent tutor anyway. No, Christ, the twins, so I'm going to take double the cost. Oh dear. That's the one unfortunate thing about having twins. This guy could well be the heir to the Westlands should things start to fall through. So please be careful for that. We'll march over there. The Tyrells should join us. Oh god. Oh god. Tyrell, where are you going? Buddy? What are you doing? This is when the Tyrells betray me. Well, they're going... They're marching up there. Right, they're going to King's Landing. Let's engage them. Fight with our allies. Aegon is still here, but we need to, like, try and kill his dragon. And the dragon is going to be a pain in the ass. Oh, we won. Okay. That dragon was going to be a pain in the ass, but then we proceed to just win. So, yeah, there you go. Ah, I love that feature. In the Secret to Vanilla, I can't do that. It doesn't let me, unfortunately. So I find to be very annoying. So garrison the main vault, sure. I'm not really bothered about each of us. Ragnar Lothbrok has arrived. Oh, look, the army of we've lost the traits of the injured. Still got a bit of a disfigurement, so maybe Jon now can resume his return to the field. This time, without getting himself killed. Loras will still be here though, keeping an eye on the king, making sure he's okay. I think Jon's still much of a legendary warrior to the point where I don't think he'd be... The Dragon Wolf will not be overwritten by the disfigured. He's still a legendary figure, despite having not a nose, but it's, you know, the end of the world. What? Lord Lawrence sent me along the letter D10. All the repulsive, horrifying ways he punishes the enemy. Telling me it could help me to learn my deal with my own... What? Thanks, I guess. Yeah, I think again that would be what Jon would probably say. Okay. Cool. Marry him. Not that I'm too bothered. Hey, Craigwell, didn't I kill one of your relatives at one point? I can't remember who that was, to be honest. One of his sons got killed. Technically that was Marjorie, but they won't see it that way. I like these little bits where, like, I come into an idea of, like, this character did this, but actually, but did it a technicality? It's actually Jon that executed them, whereas actually Jon was out of action and couldn't do anything. Nightberry. Oh, you're the kite branch of that. Oh yes, I forgot about your existence. I can't lie.